everybody. So tonight we are going to do a pour, but we are using house paints. So as you know, I use Deco Art paints almost exclusively, but I have had a couple people ask me if I've ever used house paints, and I haven't, and here's why. I just haven't thought about it. So I decided, let's give house paints a shot. So was at Home Depot, was there forever. I think the guy got annoyed with me because I took all of his samples, but that's okay. He can always order more. So we have quite a few different house paints that we are going to work with. The pouring mixture is my pouring medium recipe. Link is down in the description to that recipe and how to make it. So it was 3 ounces of pouring medium, 1 ounce of the paint, and 0.2 ounces of water. That's the mixture in every single one of the cups except for black. There's 0.3 ounces of water instead of 0.2. That's the only difference between the black and the other colors. All of them have this really nice consistency where it just comes off of the stick nice and smooth, makes a couple of piles before it falls through. Okay? So that's kind of what you want your consistency to look like. And it's like that on all of them. I would say it's like heavy cream. So that's what your consistency looks like. All right. So we have multiple colors. They're kind of spring colors because today it was kind of spring in Texas. Last night it was the winter. This morning it was nice and springy. This afternoon it was like the summer. And it's probably going to be winter by the nighttime. So it's that time of year in Texas. We kind of have to guess how we're going to dress. But okay, colors. We've got Glidden. This one is Regal Purple. Glidden. This one is Onyx Black. And I always, when I get my samples, I just get flat because we're going to gloss them over anyway. So I don't spend the extra money on getting the glossy samples. I just get flats. And let's see. We've got Glidden. This is Fresh Tangerine. And this one is Glidden Red Geranium. We have Behr. And this one is Dark Cobalt Blue. Behr Luck of the Irish, and then PPG, and this one is Hawaiian Teal. So those are our colors today. I have some other colors over here that I got that we're going to do paintings on later. So I've got the Behr Night Watch, Glidden. This one is Moroccan Mint. And this was actually Color of the Year, PPG's Color of the Year. And it's also a night watch, but it's a green night watch where the Behr is a blue night watch. The reason I have the blue night watch is because the person mixed the wrong one. And I just went ahead and marked it. Okay, so those are our colors that we have. This is a 14 by 18 level 2 Artist Loft canvas, and it was prepped with the Glidden Onyx Black with just a rough feathered prep. Okay, I'm going to move these out of the way. I'm trying to redesign my paint shelves, so everything's kind of messy right now. Okay, like I said, we are going to do a multi-flip crep across the top going down. We are going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like we got 5. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Well, way too much paint. Could probably cut, if you're using that many paint, you could probably cut it in half and do 2 ounces of pouring medium, half an ounce of paint, and 1 ounce of water per cup. I would, for this size, cut it in half. Way too much paint. I'm going to have to start a new runoff jug. So, yeah. But the colors are beautiful. We still have cells. We have some lacing. And I really like the way the house paints turned out. Don't worry about all this runoff. I have these jugs. So this is a jug of runoff paint that I will actually use if I'm going to make just a straight black. Then I can actually use the paint in this jug. And I have them labeled, so I know that this one is my pouring medium recipe. So all the paint in here was made with my pouring medium recipe. All the paint in this one was made with just straight Floetrol, no silicone or anything like that. So I don't waste anything. I keep all of my runoff paint, but I think this is going to be a perfect canvas for a vinyl. So we will probably be putting a vinyl on this one. I'll probably find a layered vinyl. This is actually one that I just got done with not too long ago that we've done a layered vinyl on. So we will do that. As soon as this dried, we will find a really good vinyl and we will put over it. But we are going to go ahead and be done for right now. Again, way too much paint, but we're getting beautiful cells. The colors held up very well. So now the last test is just to see how it dries. So I'm going to bring y'all down for a closer look. Again, beautiful colors. And what I'm going to do is I will get some macro shots of this like I always do of the paintings. And now I have accounts on Redbubble and Teespring. So my macro shots are, some of them are available for purchase. And you can get them as a canvas print or on a coffee mug or a phone case or a pillow, all kinds of stuff. So really exciting. I'll put the links down in the description for all of those. Alright, so this was with house paints, my pouring medium recipe, and a little bit of water, about a 3-to-1 ratio. Okay, we are going to let this dry, and we will be back to see what we're going to put on it. See y'all soon. Hi everybody, we are back. It is all dried. I have to say, I love the way it dried. The colors stayed extremely vibrant and everything. So I have done an initial coat of the Krylon spray lacquer. It is the first thing I put on any painting after it dries, other than cleaning off the silicone, of course. But this seals the painting and also gives you a wonderful surface to apply your polycrylic. Polycrylic this is the one that I use. I get it at Lowe's. I also get the lacquer at Lowe's. Links are also down in the description if you want to order them online. But this Minwax Polycrylic, it reacts funny to acrylic paints if you put it directly on the painting or on the paint itself. So I always put the Krylon spray lacquer on there as an initial base coat, and then it gives a wonderful surface, and it just goes on perfectly smooth. I've never had a problem with cracking or any of that kind of stuff. We are going to use, this is an all paints and stains Krylon filament 2.5 inch angled brush. It is a soft bristle brush. I do not use foam brushes when I apply the polycrylic. I always use a soft bristle brush. The link is also down in the description for the brush as well. And we are applying a vinyl to this. But I have found that even using the Krylon spray lacquer, so the way I used to do them is I would do an initial coat, and while it's still slightly tacky, I would apply the vinyl, because that gave something for the vinyl to adhere to, because putting vinyl on canvas is quite difficult. But I have found that if I do a coat of the polycrylic first and let it dry fully, I have had no problems whatsoever getting the vinyl to go on the first try. So we are going to go ahead and put on our first coat of polycrylic. Nice thin coats. And I always try and go in the direction of the flow of the paintings. Just like if you were staining, you always want to stain with the wood grain. I do the same thing for paintings, is I always try and go with whatever flow we have with our paint. Again, nice thin coat. When you're applying polycrylic, so you don't get cracking, you always do multiple thin coats and just kind of layer them on top of each other. And the more you layer, the glossier it gets. I always go around and do a quick pull on all of the sides to make sure that we don't get that frame of mist pieces. Get our sides. And then I just do a smooth brushing all in the same direction, extremely lightly. The brush is barely touching the canvas. It's just very lightly laying on there. Okay, clean up any edges that you get. To help clean up edges and any drips, I just take a foam brush at this point and I just go along the side just like this. That's actually going to pull off any excess drippage so you don't have a whole bunch of dripping on the back of your canvas. And it also makes sure that your sides are completely covered. And that's it. We are going to let this dry for about 30 minutes, and then we are going to be back to put on our vinyl. See y'all soon. Okay, we are back. It is all dried, and make sure you do let it dry fully. When you put your vinyl on, if it's not dried fully, then the adhesive, the transfer paper will actually pull it up. And so just make sure you're fully cured. This probably sat for about 45 minutes before I decided to go ahead and do the next piece. So we are going to put this vinyl on. It says, "Give me faith like Daniel in the lion's den. Give me hope like Moses in the wilderness. Give me a heart like David, Lord, be my defense, so I can face my giants with confidence." This is actually one of the main verses in one of my favorite songs, which is called Confidence by Sanctus Real. It is a Christian song. So go look it up. Absolutely one of my favorites. And so I actually I designed this vinyl off of that lyric. And we are going to put it on this painting. I think this painting is very bold. It has very bold, vibrant colors. And we are to go boldly before the Lord. And so that's why I want to put this one on here. So we're going to take off the back. I think that's as centered as I'm going to be able to get it. Okay. And that's it. So this one coat of polycrylic gives you the perfect surface to attach your vinyl to. And so now that that is all on there, it came off. I didn't have to mess with it, fight it, or any of that kind of stuff. We are going to go ahead and put our second coat of polycrylic on it, and we are going to seal the vinyl in. All right, that's it. It is all done. We are going to let that dry. I'll probably put a couple more coats on here. We're going to go ahead and wrap up this video. So thank you all very much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments section, and I will do my best to get back to you. I will post this vinyl on my website for sale. Just look for the link below, guidedbyfaithdesigns.net, and I'm also going to post this painting online as well. So look for the link for that. Other links to look for, my Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, and Twitter, all down in the description, as well as all of the paint colors used and the mixture ratios. So again, thank you very much for watching. All of my vinyls are available, guidedbyfaithdesigns.net. I hope everybody has a wonderful and blessed day, and God bless.